Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this beautiful world. A million times welcome to another episode of the Look Splendid Up podcast. I'm your host, Daniel. Do you remember when you were a child? Do you remember when you were little? Do you remember how it felt being a child? I do remember. I remember being a child. I remember my childhood. And for the most part, looking back, it was amazing. Amazing. I had a beautiful childhood, very normal, but very beautiful and happy childhood. Okay, I remember coming to the beach every year, every summer, with my parents, with my sister, with my family. That's why I love the beach as an adult. I absolutely love it because I grew up living near the beach. I grew up smelling, knowing how the breeze, how the sea, how the water tastes like, even the sand. Well, if you were a kid, you must have consumed some sand at some point, right? Or soil, earth, right? You remember that. So the reason why I'm doing this video is it's time for us to get our inner child back. We need to become again our inner child. Now you go like, hold on, Daniel, hold on a second. We're adults now. We can't be children anymore. We can't go back in the past. We can't just start behaving like children again. Although there's a lot of people that actually behave like children, if you know what I mean, right? So you're asking like, what do you mean by getting ourselves, our inner child back? Do you remember how simple things were? How we looked at the world in a very simple way. Very simple. Right? And we kept asking questions. Mom, Dad, what is this? What is that? What was next? Why? We kept asking why. To the point where I'm pretty sure our parents would be like, just stop with the questions, right? But we were just curious. We just wanted to know. It was fun to know. And once we knew, we would move on to something else. We would explore something else. But it seems that most people, when they get to the adult stage of their life, they stop being curious. They stop learning. They stop wanting to learn. They stop wanting to know why, how, who, when. It seems like once they get to the being an adult, they've got all the answers they need. Then they don't need anything else. It's wrong though. It's wrong. We worry too much about frivolous and silly things. Now you can say like, well, but as a kid, when you were a kid, when I was a kid, I didn't have to worry about paying the bills, finding a job, caring for someone that I lived with, right? Protecting someone, being responsible, right? I didn't think of these things because you were a kid. Obviously, you can't work, you can't pay bills, you can't do none of that. I was like, yeah, that's true. And it's true that now, as an adult, we need to pay bills and money, take care of our partner, take care of our family, because we can, absolutely, yes. But should we worry on a daily basis, 24/7, about that? Should we not be living a little bit more carefree? When was the last time, for example, when it rains, because when it rains, your main concern is, I cannot get wet, right? I need to stay dry as much as possible. And you get kind of annoyed when you get wet, even when you got a brolly, an umbrella, right? You've got a brolly and you still get wet and you don't like it. Well, how about not care about you getting wet, right? I mean, I can understand if you go to an event or something and you can't get wet, fine. But if you're just going from work to home, or you're coming from your shopping, or you're doing shopping, or you're just walking around and it starts to rain, so what if you get wet? Getting wet will not kill you. It might be inconvenient, sure, but how about you feeling the rain? Have you heard that expression? There are some people that get wet and some people that feel the rain. Literally, feel the rain. How does it feel? There's all kinds of rain. There's a really tiny one, it looks like a mist. And then all the way up to, with the big droplets of rain. It's like someone is pelting you, right? Why not feel the rain? Why not for at least one day, you decide to not care about the bills, not care about the price of things, okay? Because that's not life. There's more things more valuable than that, right? What do you think about this? Should we be getting our inner child back, where we are curious? Go out and be curious about something. The shape of this world. Go out and ask people, hey, why do you think this about this? What is your opinion on this? Go out, ask people. Be a child. Okay? Have a nap in the middle of the day if you can. Right? Do you remember when as a child you used to have like naps in the middle of the day? And they were great. Do that if you can. Do that. If you want to eat with your hands more, well, it's very natural. It's not disgusting. There's a lot of foods that we can eat with our own hands without the need of a knife and fork and even spoon, right? So try that. How does that make you feel? If you see a puddle, jump on it. Who cares what people say? Jump on it, As a kid, that was fun, Do that. You see the water in here behind me? I used to go and just kick the water, right? The shallow water or the deep water, you try it and kick it. Do it. What's wrong with that? Get in touch with your child. Get in touch with your inner child. Get that back a little bit every day. Okay? I think we all need to have our inner child back. It doesn't matter what went on in our childhood. Some people say like, well, my childhood wasn't actually that great. I understand that, absolutely. Was it all bad? I'm pretty sure there was something in it that you were like, you know what, actually I enjoy that, I actually love that. Okay, hold on to that. When you were curious, when you were a little bit on the rebel side, what's wrong with doing that now as an adult? That doesn't make you irresponsible, that just makes you happier because you're getting in touch with your inner child. Okay? Think about that. Leave a like, drop your comment, share the video, subscribe. I've got a ton of videos coming in the next few weeks and months. I'm very grateful for you being here, for taking your precious time to be here. I appreciate that. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. Take care of yourself.